Hey there, my name is Kim Bulls and welcome to Kim Builds, the series where I avoid responsibility for my own decisions by having a giant computer tell us what to build. And then we give ourselves 3 hours over on Twitch in which to build it. We're looking now at the medieval trading hall that we had to build for the last episode, which if you want, you can check out on our YouTube channel. I think the challenge of having to come up with a lot of these things on the spot, like block choice and slight texturing, how to build depth into it, and then how to do these kind of funny castly roofs that I hadn't done before. That taught me a lot, and yeah, I really enjoyed the process. All right, let's jump on back to the overworld and see what this week's challenge is going to be. Okay, Giant Machine, what do you have in store for us this week? A tower. A tower. Okay, that's cool. Okay, as tower is still a little bit vague, maybe I think we're going to have to ask for a bit more specifications from the computer here. So, where should I build this tower? An ocean tower. Oh, this just got complicated. An ocean tower? What is an ocean tower? Okay. Okay, and in what style shall we build this ocean tower? Medieval Europe again. That's what we had last time as well. But look, I assure you, this machine does work. See, that time we got Nordic, but the computer did choose medieval Europe, so it looks like we need to build a medieval tower in the ocean. I'm gonna have to think on this one. What you'll see next is just a time lapse of the build that we did over on Twitch. If you regret not catching the stream and helping share your ideas on what to do, just head on over to my Twitch page and hit follow, or keep an eye out for my posts on Twitter. With all that out of the way, I hope you enjoy this time lapse. And here we have it, a medieval tower in the ocean. Hopefully this is sufficient to appease the machine, because yeah, I don't want to find out what happens if we don't do what that thing tells us. It's not bad, it's not bad. I mean, it's all right. Just wait till you see what's on the inside. It's kind of a bit noisy, perhaps. Like there's already a lot going on with the busy textures here in the cobble and the diorite. And the weathered copper here, that might just be taking things a little bit too far in that direction. I mean, it makes sense in a build like this for the copper to have aged a little bit, and I didn't really want to go for the full oxidized copper. I think getting a bit more familiar with some of the different color schemes out there might have helped, and that's hopefully something I can learn over time. Perhaps I need to look a little bit into this color theory business that people talk about. I was probably a little bit too ambitious. A smaller tower would likely have been possible to build within the time limit. Just between us, we were coming up on the 4-hour mark with this one once again. But that's something the computer probably doesn't need to hear about. Something's not quite right with the deep slate down there on the frame. Perhaps I should have swapped it out for something else. The idea was that the build would get lighter as it came up, and you see the deep slate turns into mostly stone, which turns into mostly diorite. But it's something. It's definitely something. Perhaps someone could help us out in the comments. I don't know, why does it look so... I don't know, it just looks a little bit wrong, I think. Something's off about it. we're going to put some stairs spiraling around the outside, but yeah, it didn't fit into the plan at the end. And once again, my initial plan had completely changed once we started streaming this thing. I came in thinking that I would build a Towergate ruins, probably mostly just out of stone, but that would have been underwater against like a backdrop of coral to add some color around it. And yeah, I just couldn't find a suitable coral reef anywhere. So plans changed on the fly as they tend to do. So instead we got this watchtower of sorts. So I guess I could be up here keeping an eye out for approaching raiders or something, or maybe watch your step. Maybe for bushfires. Yeah, we don't seem to see any bushfires around, so I guess the watchtower must be working. And if there is a party of raiders coming on the horizon, I'm not exactly sure what the person would do up here. There's no way to signal the nearby village that there's danger on the way. But since there's no real door or entrance anywhere around this building, like at all, I don't know how people get in and out. That was perhaps an oversight. Perhaps whoever's on lookout duty could just, I don't know, bunker down here themselves and at least be safe for a time. I had thought with the 118 update that you could stop shears from growing by clipping the tips of them, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So unfortunately, these things are just going to keep on growing all the way to the bottom, and I think that'll look a bit too overrun. And the inside, there is indeed not much going on in here. It's not something I had time for, but at least it's spawn proof. But yeah, this is what we were able to come up with. I've got lots of thoughts about it, lots of conflicting thoughts. A little torn, to be honest, not completely happy with it. But what do you guys think we could have done to improve on it? I'd love to hear if you've got any suggestions so I can just do a better job in the next episode. So that's 2 builds down. And next week we'll have a whole new build to do. Hopefully we can get something other than medieval then. But we'll have to wait and see. You'll get no doubting or second guessing the wisdom of the computer coming from me. All right, thanks so much to Perrytune for that beautiful song we used during the time lapse. And once again to Doomfish for the design of the crazy computer that we've been using. Links to both are down below. That's it from me. See you next time.